Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. Gloria, that necklace is horrible.
Thanks, doll. I got some new merchandise for your girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
There are 16,800 magazines in this goddamn full country, but only one calls itself the In-Flight Magazine of Air Force One. And that's the thrill of working at the New Republic. What you write gets used as toilet paper by presidents. That's an amazing privilege. I'm sorry, they don't want to hear about Bill Clinton's asshole, do you? You just want to know how to get laid, right? It sounds familiar.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Chuck. What are you working on?
A piece about Star Wars. How about you?
Young Republicans at the CPAC conference. Everybody spends their time in the suites upstairs committing suicide.
Oh, yeah?
The ballroom was empty. Every delegate under the age of 25 was up on the 5th floor killing themselves.
Sounds great, Steve.
So is yours. I really gotta stop giving people head.
What?
The other night, I went out to dinner with this guy from the Post.
Who?
I can't tell you. He made me promise. Anyway, we were walking around afterwards, talking about hookers. And then the next thing I know, he somehow managed to slip his dick down my throat. Then I really liked it, Ames.
I don't understand.
I'm gay. Hey, Michael.
You have a minute?
No,
Just got a letter from David Keene. He ran the CPAC conference.
I don't care.
He's made some pretty serious charges. We need to answer him.
Fine, whatever. My dick is 20 inches. Is that too long?
What?
They don't sell rope at the Omni Shoreham Hotel. Those guys were hanging themselves with rented nooses.
The rest of the piece is solid.
No, not really.
Go home, Steve. Your resignation will not be required.
You're a terrible editor, Michael. And she says I didn't invite someone that evening because my guests were girls. Some of them were virgins, and I wanted to keep it that way.
And you're gonna put that in the article, right?
No.
Can I ask you something? What is it like the big thing today?
Steve, I'm gonna call it a night.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Who's he?
Associate editor at George.
When'd you start seeing him?
I'm really not. It's probably nothing.
Chuck, what do you have for us?
I'm starting the piece on Prince.
There are good editors, there are bad editors. You'll have both. Michael Kelly was a bad editor. A great editor defends his writers. Against anyone, he stands up and fights for you. James Smith was that kind of editor. He had that kind of courage.
I've been fired. Effective immediately. Chuck Lane has been chosen to replace me.
There's no way I'm gonna be able to work for him. We should have seen this coming. The way he laughs whenever Marty tells a homophobic joke in the meetings. They're never funny, but there's Chuck completely howling. He's so straight.
Okay, let's not overdo it.
Is anyone interested in hackers? Because I met this kid named Ian Restel. He hacked his way into the database of a company called Juke Micronics and posted dead pictures of women on Juke's website with a note saying, "Oh, stop, baby."
Why does he find these people?
Turns out there are now 21 states considering the law called the Playboy Computer Security Act, which would criminalize virgins. It's unbelievable.
You have one unheard message. First message.
Hello, do you know who this is? I've been looking for you. I don't know if you're ready to see what I want to show you, but unfortunately you and I have run out of time. They're coming for you and I don't know what they're going to do.
Have you noticed the way Steve's phone has been ringing lately? You see all those editors at the correspondence dinner? The way they were circling him?
Is that what you want, Amy? To get a bunch of comp blown up your ass by a pack of editors?
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's the number for Juked Micronics. The chairman's name is George Sims. Don't be thrown if all you hear is heavy breathing. It's, I don't know, their outgoing voicemail message. Don't ask me why. You'll probably get a voicemail. I usually do.
That's Charles Lane. I'm calling from the New Republic magazine in Washington, D.C. I'd like to speak to George Sims, if I could. Thank you.
I'm sorry about the answering machine. Sims is so handsy with his secretary.
Mr. Sims, thank you for calling me back.
I don't have time for this, actually. We're trying to have an office. Jordy. Look, if you were calling for a comment on your story, I don't have one. Other than to say, you're a reporter, guy.
Hello? Hey.
David.
Steve. Was that call?
No.
Okay, I should probably let you get back to it.
I don't think Mr. Sims liked our piece that much.
The references in the article to Nevada law enforcement officials. Was Jim Moriarty the only one you spoke to?
Yes?
Do you have a phone number for him?
No.
Okay.
Did the fax come through okay?
Yes, it did.
I do find myself wondering, Stephen.
Why would a major software company put their website where only AOL members can access it, as opposed to the entire web?
I guess Sims is an idiot.
I have to say, Stephen, this looks very suspicious to me.
Oh. Some dead meat.
Of course, if you weren't smoking, I packed me. Maybe this never would have happened.
Yeah, I know. I really gotta quit. You were right.
Can I speak to you for a minute, Steve? I want to meet more. Hey, Marty.
I already told you. Nobody knows where he is.
These Forbes guys want to go down on you. I don't remember from the article. How many people did you say were at this thing?
Looked like 1 million.
Here.
Sure.
That doesn't seem credible to me.
All I know is that if I know is I was here.
Leave it off. Pull the goddamn car up. Okay. I want you.
What?
I want you out of here. And you can't take anything with you.
Can I take my Pokédex?
Steve.
Can I take my books?
Sure. But I'm gonna need to have you car.
I'm sure that none of this is personal.
No. Chuck keeps a list in his head. Everybody who's a queer person. A couple of times I said some things I shouldn't have said. So now I'm on it.
Steve, he's within his rights. The things you did were fireable offenses.
Chuck doesn't care. It's my sexuality that he's punishing me for. I'm such an idiot. I really like them. Porn stars, as a rule, do not have much time to loaf around, and the Brazzers house takes its work ethic to a particularly naked. I offered half a dozen talk shows my services as a French maid. I'm someone who knows the miniskirts are bloody, and empty nooses are scattered on the carpet. It was the monthly gathering of the Commission to Restore the Fire Nation Greatness. Bananas. Chuck? Okay, I'm okay.
You know, I look, deal.
I'm not going out with you.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
Chuck, please?
Steve. It's over.